Hey there, my name is Heather Feather. I am the owner of Rare Bird Medicine, and today's topic is What You Need. That is a dope song by Chinese Man. If you don't know Chinese Man, recommend it if you're trying to get some new tunes in your ears. Also, Flume does a song, What You Need. So if you want a soundtrack to this video, feel free to put that on in the background. Either one, great music. The reason I want to talk about what you need is because you don't need anything. You don't need anything, And need is a word I use a lot. Perhaps you use it a lot. And I don't want to use it anymore because it implies lack. And so we tell ourselves as two-leggeds often, I need to go to the grocery store is one Heather will do. I need to get some food up in this house, even though I have food in the pantry and I'm already rich and blessed. And so, it's a word that we just easily throw into our day and easily throw into our languaging. So the first reason I don't like the word need is because it's not that I dislike it or I hate it or I have to put negative or like, oh, don't use that. All the labels are allowed. Everyone has free will and can use whatever they want. But the word need, the reason I want to take it out of my language is because it's false, first of all. I don't need food. I don't need to go to the grocery store. I don't need to eat. If I don't eat, I will starve and die. If I do eat, I'm still going to die. I'm still going to die. That's still coming like a freight train, So I don't need to eat. I prefer to stay alive longer before death takes the flesh sack, I want to roll around a little longer. So therefore I eat because I desire to be alive. It's the preference I'm choosing, you know what I mean? But I don't need to stay alive. I don't need to be in love. I don't need to get a job. I don't need to pay those bills. I don't need to have a home. I choose to have a home. I enjoy temperature control and plumbing. Sometimes I wish I didn't because I'd love to run into the forest and just be feral. But I do love those things. And, I enjoy having a meal, making a delicious meal that I put medicine chants and love into, and then feeling nourished. I enjoy it. I find pleasure in it. We are pleasure-seeking creatures, and you do have in the brain a pleasure-pain balance. And so as we constantly can remain often in the modern age due to the way we're being programmed with our television program and social media programming and news programming and whatever programming you choose to plug yourself into to have others tell your mind what's what. Book programming, hopefully. Let's all get into some book programming. Read some books. No, teach your own, do your thing. But we become kind of programmed to consume. I need to consume. I gotta get I need more. I need more. Listen to the Sweatshop Boys, Need More. That's another good song. If you want to practice advocating materialism, which I don't usually. But that is it's definitely part of the Western model. I need more. Let me get this, I'm trying to get this thing over here. One of the things I've learned from working with plant medicines is that you don't need more. Like, you already have a whole bunch. You have a bunch of food in your pantry right now. While there are people that actually could really use a meal that might starve to death. That might be the way they exit, And so I'm not, although I daydream of it sometimes, I'm not saying just become catatonic and don't engage with your environment. I'm saying that the implication that you need anything implies that you are lacking. It implies that you are missing something. I didn't get any of this thing. And it's placing the attention squarely on what lacks in your life. And I have found and take responsibility for having spoken the word need many times and having had a scarcity mindset or a scarcity consciousness around, it's like, oh, well, I didn't get a college education. I don't have a beloved. I don't have a nuclear family or stable family. What's the opposite of that? I don't have these things. You know what I mean? It's like, here I am. I'll be 50 in less than 2 years. And I didn't create those things. And I made choices, some that are painful to look at and some that are painful to have witnessed. What the other person was doing that caused me to make choices, And so it's like, but I don't need food. I don't need to stay alive. I am going to die. You're going to die. You're going to rot off the bone or turn to ash. Death is imminent. It's coming for you like a freight train. It is actually the only thing you know for sure. It's not what you need. It is what is going to happen. And so like I spent a lot of time flirting with death. I guess that's what happens when you don't have people in your life. I'm like, let's marinate on death again. It's also been a huge teacher of mine. But my life is not lacking. I don't need anything from Amazon. I have all of my needs met in this moment of now in my home, and they could be met for quite some time. And Amazon and Temu and all these websites that are like, buy this, get this, boop, boop, side or whatever it is. You need a new. There's something in the way a human is built, because I have found it in others as well as myself, where we are constantly seeking to solve problems because primitive man needed to solve the problem, but actually really desired to stay alive, and so built tools and killed things that were going to kill them and blah, 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 and did this more primal existence. But even there, primal man didn't need to stay alive, just desired it. But it's like our brain is in this wavelength often, I can't speak for all humans, where we're looking for whatever isn't working. And to be daily in a problem-solving mode means your attention becomes squarely rooted on a problem having life. And if we think about it, our life doesn't really have problems. It's got lots of solutions to evolve the self, I'm not saying that life isn't painful. Heather's been this in her house stewing in pain, because that's a game I like to play with myself. The pain of it, I spend a lot of time reflecting on if I had been different there, would things be different today? What if I had made, I can kind of lament the choices I make sometimes, which makes me want to choose wisely and choose again and to evolve and to, I think about things like, don't just say you're sorry, exemplify different behavior, show that you're sorry, That's how we know sorry's present in the room, because it showed up. There it is. Found it. There it is. It's not just a word. It's not just something that flew by in the wind, And, but I spend a lot of time considering, like, what is mine to do? And I've been thinking past couple days for sure, and probably in the past as well, how much do I need to use the word need? How much do I need to tell myself I am lacking? And what I really desire, what I really desire is to get honest. And honestly, I'm blessed. I'm blessed. A stupid amount, it's a dumb amount. It's a dumb amount how blessed I am. I am only ever given opportunities. Some are painful and cause great evolution, great depth and profundity of character, great understanding, great a capacity to know what it means to be humble, to drop bombastic, righteous, whatever stances, because some experiences here at Earth School will cause you to take a knee. And as you should. Yeah, take a freaking knee. Because it can be really difficult. And all of those things, I believe, add to the matrix of my evolution. And all of the graces also add to the matrix of my evolution and how much am I willing as a magician, as a master metaphysician, as a manifester of my reality, as a creator of the hologram, as I speak, so does reality align. How much of it is, because I was thinking about relationship and how much I desire partnership in this life. I desire to laugh with somebody. Let's have a tickle fight. Like, let's see if we can get each other to laugh every day. You know what I mean? Like, and because I'm a clown, and I want to clown around down here with somebody. And I like intimacy and I like connection. And I like to laugh with, And I don't need a partner. I don't need that. I don't require it. I desire it, but I don't create it. I don't create it 100%. Clearly, I'm not creating, clearly not creating that one. And so I'm always questioning, like, why am I thinking about this so much? Why is my brain daily thinking about its need, thinking about what's missing? And can I redirect my attention throughout the day to point to how much I don't need? It's like, I'm just like, I'm started using the word blessed more and more and more, because it's like, blessed. I'll go to a cafe, I get a latte, I'm like, blessed. Thank you, Lakshmi, Fortuna. Thank you, Mother, Father, God. Blessed. Look at this blessing. I can just go here and have somebody make me a drink. You know what I mean? So I just sit down and enjoy their creation, and how luxurious. How luxurious. I don't mind making drinks myself, but how luxurious that somebody can make a drink for me and then I can sit there and enjoy it. And so how blessed are you? You know, is I guess another question I'm asking. We consider your needs. When let's consider needs. What are your needs? I think where this concept of what you need becomes difficult is a lot of people are in physical pain, mental anguish, emotional anguish. And it's like, you know, I need to not be depressed because I'm going to commit suicide, or I need to not be in pain because I'm suffering. When I think about that, I consider because I've been in physical, mental, and emotional pain a bunch. And when I think about it, it's like, am I sure that I don't? Why is it so prevalent in the Matrix that suffering or struggling is part of existence? Many of you that are watching this have had food poisoning. I give it 0 stars, unpleasant, left swipe. You know, if you've had food poisoning, I have prayed to die one time when I was on the bathroom floor just praying, please God, take me out, right? And so that suffering is a distinct experience. If I think about it, or if someone ever tells me they have food poisoning, I remember to be grateful for the food that I'm eating and for the not having food poisoning as a response of having eaten it, you know, and to be grateful for the way my body processed that meal in that hour. Delicious. Thank you so much. So when we're considering, and I'm never here to invalidate anyone else's experience. I think it's one of the tricky challenges of being a two-legged is we often want to invalidate other people's experiences. You're not the steward of other people's realities and their perceptions, but you're always the steward of yours. And so in my reality and in my perception, need is simply not a thing. It is a way that we, on an unconscious level, constantly confirm to ourselves that we are lacking, that we are without. And no matter what it is you think you need, you're going to die and you'll be dead. Dead. The end. Bye. You're done with that flesh costume. I don't think it's the end. Lol. Obviously, I think you just keep reincarnating. I think you're eternal. And I think it's a long game. You know what I mean? Like, but how do you want to play it? And so this is something I'm constantly looking at in my life. How do you want to play the game of life? How do you want to dance in the hologram, Heather? How do you want to shake the web of eternality? Well, I don't want to be such a consumerist. I don't want to, it's like the game Hungry Hippos. Like, I'm going to get all the marbles. Blah, blah, blah. Like, what, and so to what end? You know what I mean? Like, oh, now I can stew in a pile of marbles. You know, it's like, to what end? I want to consume less. I want to buy recycled. I want to really do this thing that my brain's trying to tell me I need that. Oh my God, I need that. Do I? I often open up websites of all kinds of cool things. I'm like, that's cool. I'd love that. And I look at them and then I close all the windows. And it's like, I had time with them. I didn't need them in person. I got to enjoy that art piece, those cool kicks, that blah, blah. But I didn't need to purchase them. I got to have an experience with them, you know. Done that before in stores. I'll go and pick up things and then go put them all back and then leave. Because I don't need more things. I got lots of stuff at home. What do you need? I'd love to hear your thoughts and comments. You can always subscribe to Rare Bird Medicine on YouTube. Like and comment there. Blessed be.